Hey guys, it's Kate from Team Lifelong Fitness. Just thought I would do a quick little tutorial for you about how to leverage your free groups using events. So we've done this in the past pretty successfully for coach sneak peeks, but I want to show you how to run little freebie groups using events and how to incorporate the launch of new programs with this. So I'm going to share my screen at this point and kind of walk you through what I do to make events successful and to try to incorporate more interest and to build new relationships through using events. So let's get started. All right, sharing my screen now. So as you can see here, the newest event that we're going to be doing for One Team, One Dream, our big coaching group, is Get a Little Obsessed with Your Dream Fit Life. And I want to tell you a little bit about how I created this. So in order to gauge more interest, you definitely want to have a catchy title because there are so many events and groups out there and other network marketers who kind of give what we do a bad name, that you want to make sure that it's something that's catchy and it doesn't totally scream that you are just looking to sell a product or something like that, because we're not. The purpose of events are going to be to provide value and to really just give people an opportunity to get exposed to what you do as a coach and to gain some tips along the way, and hopefully sign up with either a free account with you to start through Beachbody On Demand free trial and get set up with you as their coach, and then down the line pique their interest regarding signing up with future challenges or even as a coach. As we know, some of our challengers make the best coaches, and oftentimes how we find them in the first place may be our free groups. So I'm not saying that free clean eating groups don't work, because they definitely do, hence the recent launch of Clean Week, where you can actually give people a low-cost opportunity to do that. We've run a ton of free clean eating groups in the past without even having to necessarily sign up for things, and those have been successful in just kind of getting people interested. But the reason why I want to use an event is for a couple reasons. You can certainly still schedule your posts in an event, which is very nice. You can have mini challenges every single day, again, to provide value and to get people exposed to you. You can invite far more people into an event. And what's cool about it is if anybody responds yes to an event, that they're interested or going, or even if they don't respond, it still very well may pop up in their news feed. It also will pop up in like-minded people's news feeds. And what do I mean by that? So number one, friends of friends. The more people who are saying that they are going to your event, it's going to naturally pop up based on the interest through Facebook, that, oh, your friend so-and-so is going to this event, Get a Little Obsessed with Your Dream Fit Life. And it's trying to pique your interest because your personal Facebook friends are going to a specific event. So that's number one. And number two is you can actually boost Facebook events, whereas you cannot really boost groups at this point. So that's another way that you can reach more people and specifically reach your brand. Now, that does cost a little bit of money to boost a post. And honestly, you can get away without fully boosting anything with just the inviting tool. So I'm using my desktop, and that's the way I would recommend creating your group in the first place, as well as inviting, because there's a few little nuances and few tools that are a little bit better using the desktop as opposed to just inviting off your phone. So number one, we created an eye-catching event, and here's some examples of other ones that I've created. We did a Punta Cana Coach Sneak Peek when Derek and I went on the Success Club trip. And that was a really, really popular one. We did Inside the Life of a Coach event in the past. And we also are currently doing the 12 Days of Fitness challenge for Christmas, which is just every day, just posting a little mini challenge and giving people opportunity to win just a little raffle prize at the end. Just something fun for around the holidays that doesn't require a ton of effort, and I've had different people posting in that every single day. So that's kind of cool. So with Get a Little Obsessed with Your Dream Fit Life, we're going to be talking about the workout program, A Little Obsessed. So what will that mean for you guys as coaches, and how are we going to work this specific one? So I made this the background picture. That can always be subject to change. And I made this the title just to kind of get people excited, especially around New Year's, thinking about their goals. So if you've not been invited as a co-host and you are a coach in One Team, One Dream, please let me know and I will add you to that. And you definitely want to say that you are interested. Now, how to invite people. You're going to go to Share, Invite Friends. Now, sounds pretty simple. But this is really cool, a cool tool that you get on the desktop and you don't get on your phone. So you can actually look into specific kind of little already like silos of people where they're already categorized for you, or different events you may have invited them to, and actually invite them based on that. So for instance, if I want to reach out to all of my old challengers and invite them that way, which is what I already have done, I would click select all. They would populate over here on the right-hand side, and then I would say yes, send invites. And that would allow me to invite everybody on my team page to try to reconnect with them for the pre-New Year free event. So the advantage of that is obviously getting people reconnected with their goals. They may actually want to sign up for a new program or get back on Shakeology, just get back on the bandwagon with health and fitness. So that's pretty exciting. Now you can also look at former events you've done. You can look at different groups of people. So if I want to really target to some alumni friends, I may click on that, or people that I work with, or people I may have went to high school with. Just another way to kind of memory jog and maybe reach out to some people that you have not in the past. Now, it should not stop there. You don't just want to send out 200 invites and never actually talk to people. So once they accept your invite, I do want to encourage you to personal message every person who accepts your invite. Obviously, this won't apply to other coaches on this team, but as you're sending invites, you definitely want to reach out to them via personal message and talk with them about their goals looking forward to the new year, and how you can help them best reach their goals. So while they're getting free information and you're providing value and getting them pumped up about the new year, you can also make sure that you are really addressing those goals and not just letting them soak in all the info for free. You can talk to them about the Beachbody On Demand free trial, other groups coming up, talk about your upcoming challenge groups. So this is different from an actual challenge group because it's not going to be as frequent posting or check-ins. It's just going to be kind of one singular challenge of the day, where you're going to be giving like a little call to action. So for example, in the most recent group that I was doing with the 12 days of fitness, it was just kind of a little challenge of the day where, for instance, Motivation Monday, Mantra Monday, say your favorite mantra for the day, or for the weekend, tell me one tip about staying accountable on the weekend, Thankful Thursday, one thing you're thankful for today. So just some examples. I just do little call to actions there, but it's not going to be as rigorous as a full challenge group where you're really getting the accountability and support and things like that. So just wanted to, again, kind of go over how I personally use events. I think it just gets your name out there a little bit better than a private group. Even though you can post and advertise for your private group, for some reason, events have really been working for me, just because I think as your friends are clicking yes or interested or definitely going, it's actually going to be engaging friends of friends and other people who you may not have even realized were interested or were afraid to like or comment on your posts. But people are naturally going to be voyeurs, right? It's just our human nature that we always kind of want to peer in to what other people are doing and not fully commit, right? So people can totally be watching your event, but not necessarily commit to, yes, I'm going. They can still see the content popping up in their newsfeed. So that doesn't mean because they didn't click yes that they're not interested. So what I do with people like that, who I think would be a really great fit for something like that, is I will reach out to people who I think would benefit from a little bit obsessed. or 80-day obsession, and I'll say, hey, did you see our free group? Did you see our free event? It's going all week or the next 2 weeks. Make sure you check it out. And maybe they said, yes, I've seen it. What is it about? Or maybe they said, no, I haven't seen it at all. So if they say, no, they haven't seen it at all, that's the point where you can share the event and actually share in Messenger. And you just pick who you're going to be sending it to. I'm going to pretend I'm sending it to my husband. And I'll just say, hey, have you heard of our free challenge? And that's how you can invite. Obviously, you can have a little bit more content with that. Hopefully, you've been building relationships with your potential customers all along, but that's just an example of kind of how I work the free groups, how I do the invites. And then I'll share on my personal page as well a little bit about the different free groups. So for instance, this was my advertisement for the 12 Days of Fitness Challenge this week. Just kind of give people a break from the hustle and bustle. And I just posted that, so we'll see regarding engagement on that. But just some examples of how to use events to really leverage, especially with launch events. I think that's an opportunity that you can post a lot of content over a longer period of time and people don't get as bored because you can actually have new people coming in and out of the event, and you can really spark conversations that way. The other thing is people really do not appreciate being added to random groups all the time. So the event kind of leaves it to their jurisdiction as to whether or not they would like to attend, and then you can continue to chat with them after that. I think it's a little bit less salesy than just randomly adding them to things and never talking to them. So I always make it a point to direct message every single person that responds to my event, yes or no, and I always try to ask them why, what sparked your interest in my event. So that's some important tips. I'm just going to quick look over my notes and make sure that there was nothing else that I missed for you guys. I think that's about it. So hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to how do I unshare this? Here we go. Stop share. All right, perfect. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Just wanted to quick go over a little tutorial as to how I plan on working the 80-day obsession launch and really utilizing a little obsess in the free BOD trial in order to get people into that free event and encouraging them to try everything for free so they really get accustomed to our style for coaching, what a challenge group could hold without giving them too much information and still kind of creating that excitement and element of surprise and exclusivity of a challenge group. So hope that was helpful. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you later.